So, I keep getting older and my flexibility is just not as good as it used to be. So I started doing lunges. It's been a big step forward.
Alrighty then. What's up, guys? Welcome to another edition of the AFoOL podcast. This is episode 151. We actually got some pretty good topics in the show notes for a change.
It should be a short one.
Usually when we have topics, we go shorter because we run through them. So I'm Earl Marty Grown Man 23. We are in Joey's basement over there. That's BrickTrains, and down below is Jabo, aka BrickTsar. And we're here for another one. We're back.
Woo!
Let me check our status. Let's see if we're still number 5.
Oh my.
I didn't even look.
I forgot to bring my set for 151.
I can't find last week's or this week's. They're in a tub somewhere, and I put them up. And the thing is I haven't marked it on BrickSet because that's usually where I keep track of it. So
this just in, we're still number 5, and those other guys are number 7. I don't know if they're still number 7 or not. It doesn't matter. They're below us. So don't forget, guys, we are the gold standard.
That's true.
All right, so let's just jump right into it.
We're about to check out the vault.
Let's see if I can whip one out, Joey.
All right, go ahead. Whip it out.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
So we're going to have to show an image.
There it is.
It's very similar to last week's.
Very similar.
Except it's curved.
Oh.
So this is the European box. And this is the Samsonite box.
Mm-hmm. I think I have.
That is my picture.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where it's at, though.
Yeah.
Is it sealed?
It is not. No. It is. Well, it's got shrink wrap around it, but the box is kind of sunk in, so it makes me think that somebody re-shrink wrapped it, but maybe not. It's also got if you could tell in this picture, let's see if I can zoom in a little closer. Not really. It's got a hole in it, so. But it's curved track. Hey,
yeah, they're always making curved track packages. It's like we need straights and switches.
Right. Oh well, but there's always
very, very exciting set.
Very. I was going to say that. Very exciting. Not much to see here.
65 members own it.
Yeah. I mean, if you were to break it down to the inventory, I probably have like 100 or more copies of the set, basically. But I got a box version like this, and I think I have box version, the small box.
Yeah.
So in your tubs, you're always buying blue rail. Do you have a tub of curves and a separate from a tub of straights?
I do. And then the curved track one is completely full, and the straight one is full. So it's like now when I get new, I only look to buy the straights. I don't look to buy the curves, but sometimes I get them, and they just all go into another bin. They're all mixed up. What I really need to do, because the curved rail, you got the inside rail and the outside rail. The outside rail has the groove. The inside is smooth.
Right.
But even though they're different lengths, it's like sometimes when you're sorting, you're like, oh.
Yeah, you could see it in this picture. They're smooth in the groove.
Yeah.
So the 2x8 plates? Do you just use regular ones as well, or do you waffle only?
And it's the crazy thing is the waffle plates are pretty expensive, and I don't know why they're not rare. They're one of the more expensive basic bricks from that era. Maybe it's because they are the ties, but they're more expensive than the rails usually.
Right. Well, no. I don't know. Maybe somebody that just keeps buying them up like tipper
I
trucks.
don't know. Could be.
So, are we gonna do? What year did we do last year?
I think we picked 2005 for the year.
What a year!
It's
Yeah,
exciting.
this was kind of tough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was a little tougher than I thought it was going to be.
So-
I actually tried to look at it ahead of time, and
It's the end of the dark ages, like 2005, 2006. It's like, so there's going to be a lot of bad stuff.
yeah. Well, so we got Bob the Builder to start it off with here. Well, click it's really. What is this color?
It's like a poly bag. I think it was it's a Chromica promotion. So what is Chromica? Is you get a little is it a software?
I
Is
don't
it
know.
art?
wait. So that says Chromica. Now click the next one. Click the next picture. It says
Oh,
color
right.
action.
Yeah, they look similar.
Huh?
So the Chromica might be another
Maybe a different brand.
language.
Oh, could be like yeah. Oh, well, let's just click on it and see what it says. This maybe it'll tell us. Promotional, released in conjunction with, Antilius, given away free with the purchase of 3 reams of Chromica paper. Okay, so it's
It's
paper.
paper.
So what did the other one say? Whoops, I clicked on the wrong thing. Just promotion. But now that I look at that, that looks like a ream of paper right there.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, I was thinking it's like a video game or something. That makes more sense. It's paper.
Yeah, ream of paper.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've spent a bunch of time on that.
And I own it.
Do you?
You own the poly bags?
I own the Chromica one.
Do you own the? Well, look at them. It's -2 and -3. So I
Yeah.
wonder what
There's things
-1
that-
is.
Dash one is. It's probably not in this
Why
year.
it's trying another year.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a terrible year, and we get stuck on the first 2.
Oh, so we got our buckets, the double XL 2000 tub.
Yeah, it's got a limo. So one of these tubs, I think, and I don't know about the round one, but I want to say one of these brick boxes that's in this year has exclusive colors, like of 2x4 brick.
Okay. Isn't one of them the sparkled color?
I'd have to look at all
Wait,
of
what
them.
is this one? No, this is 50.
Oh, look,
Oh,
look. 50th anniversary. 2005 is a 50th anniversary. Wow.
Wow.
It's going to be funny one year when they slip up and they'll have like the 60th anniversary and the 70th anniversary in the same year.
Yeah. I mean, this is 2005. 3 years later, they do the 50th anniversary again.
I don't.
So this is where they came up with the name System of Play.
Okay.
So I wonder if these gold bricks.
Yeah, this says the same thing. It's got that exclusive. So this one's got the 2x4 in it, and this one's got the 2x2.
Yeah.
I got a 2x4. It's they're sitting up. It's out of reach.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're very hard to get though.
No.
The buckets or the bricks.
That's a handy.
Oh, here's another one.
There. Is that a dinosaur set?
I'd say so.
Oh boy.
You don't have it.
I think I got the bucket.
That's the 2x3 bucket, the smaller bucket. Nice little Duplo sets.
The post office. A Duplo post office. Don't see that often.
No. I don't guess I realized they made that window where you could put the
mail in it.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Huh. All right.
They're smashing our Romeoville package.
Yeah, exactly. Here's I don't know what was free in the box.
Yeah.
So you bought the bucket and they gave you the bricks for free?
It's a 1,500 piece
Oh, it must have been a 1,000-piece bucket, and you got an additional 500.
Yeah.
for free.
Free 500
Yeah, that's what it
pieces.
is.
Yeah. All right, now we're getting into, well, we've been passing the Harry Potter.
Yeah, that was Harry. I don't know. I don't think that was the first year.
No, it's not the first year. No. Let's see, the Alpha Team airline promotional set. What is this? What have I missed here? That doesn't look very promotional.
No.
KLM, Royal Dutch Airlines.
It's one of those I just kind of overlooked.
It's a pretty cool set. I wonder if there's anything exclusive in it.
Yeah, I was going to say, is there anything special about it other than Brittle Brown?
Yeah.
That's a pretty neat looking plane.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Defense Tower, more buckets of bricks.
And a lot of buckets of bricks this year.
This is kind of an interesting one.
Yeah.
Red and black dragon.
Yeah.
Is this the only way you can get the red and black? Because the big
How many different dragons are there? We'll see here in a minute.
We'll see, yeah.
There's a couple. There's not. I think there's another set with it. I think there's just 2 different dragons.
Yeah.
I may be wrong.
I got the screen covering all the chat. We got lots of chat people going on tonight.
This is okay. So there's the big one, the big castle.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is my favorite. There's the green dragon. This is my favorite set for the year.
And I knew it because
I knew it too.
This is the one I was gonna pick.
Oh, you're picking it too.
Well, there's nothing else in this year that really is intriguing. Yeah, the green dragon and the red and black dragon. Now you have this complete now?
Yeah, I'm still looking for the instruction manual.
Oh,
Have you built it yet?
No, I hadn't built it. I don't even think I've verified that it's complete. I'm pretty sure it's complete.
Might be time to build it.
Yeah, I mean it's huge. I mean it's in a big box, so
Maybe you can build it. Maybe Milo can sit in the middle of it.
Oh wow!
I don't know if it's that big, but it's big. It's kind of modular, so I don't think all the sections are necessarily connected.
This is the biggest one, right? Because there's 2 big Duplo castles.
It's one of the biggest Duplo sets. Period.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's.
What did that originally retail for?
$162.
That's actually not bad by today's standards for 380 Duplo pieces with a dragon.
Yeah, it was a. See, Legos or Brick Sets changed this on me. Hang on a second. RRP
inflated value
was 100. Yeah,
only $100.
$100.
Wow,
that was well, it was still expensive for back then. $162 now. Okay, but look, 1,200.
If you had a sealed one,
right?
I mean, yeah, because when I see the instructions, they're usually like $100 to $200
for just the instructions.
Just for the instructions. I haven't looked in a while. Nobody ever lists them.
Yeah, we'll look at it here. We can.
Oh,
there's lots of Clickets and
Bionicle.
The death of Bionicle.
This is like, I mean, this is one of the worst years.
It's bad. I wonder if Jason and Alex have done the worst set of the year because they'd have trouble with this one. They had to do it already.
Oh yeah, they're way past this year.
Yeah. Another bucket of bricks.
Yeah, I mean, do we need more? Oh, there's another contender, the Mountain Climber Quattro set.
There's another 50th anniversary.
Yep.
So this one had batteries that were unreplaceable.
Really?
Okay, this is not the one that I have, though, is it? Or is this?
This is the Quattro one. So I want to know what it would have sounded like, and I want to buy another one because I want to do surgery on it to see if I can replace the batteries.
Well, it is probably the one that I have. Then I just don't remember the button being on the front like that.
Yeah. I wonder what sound it made.
Yeah, I think mine's pretty muffled sounding.
More buckets.
More buckets. How many free bricks did you get with this one? 30? Oh, those are Duplo. Cool.
It's like, how did
200 in that one. Look, they stole this from My Toys.
Oh, wow. So brick set, that's where they got the.
Yeah, somebody put it about.
They probably didn't see the watermark there.
Yeah. All right, here's
your Primo. Woohoo! That cat,
Do you have that train?
I have A Train.
You have A Train.
I need to figure out how many different engines they
Is
had.
that train Primo?
Yeah, that's Primo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're calling it Baby here.
Yeah.
Is that just a brick set thing, or because I don't
I'm
remember?
not sure because all the Bricklink does it too. They call the figures Baby instead of Primo. I don't know if there's a translation thing, and that's just means baby. Primo means baby. I don't know.
Yes, Heather, that is the truck the coder played with when he was little. She's asking questions in the chat, and I know I have them covered up, but I can. Sorry.
Here's another contender, the Duplo airplane.
I know you have the plane. Do you have the dog too?
I got the dog too. Yeah. Wiener dog.
You still does yours have those paper sleeve handles on it?
I got it. I do on the dog. I don't think I got the paper. I can't remember if I got the sleeve on the plane. I don't know. I don't remember. I have to go back and watch my video.
So there were
the Skyline's pretty cool.
I'm surprised you didn't pick the Thomas and Friends. I know it's simple, but
and they got the one of the big Thomas and Friends sets here too.
This is James and Thomas.
Mm-hmm. I
thought
they had, the big ones later in the higher numbers. This is the first year of Thomas.
Percy. I know what this. Oh, Belleville. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Stacy at?
Belleville. Oh yeah.
Knight's Kingdom.
There's that. I think that's the set you sent me, Earl.
That polybag. That's the set. I have a bunch of them.
Yeah. And look, the ultimate battle set for Bionicle.
The empty bucket.
It's empty.
So is that Wiki Attack? Is that actually a set?
I think it was a build and take, wasn't it? Let's look and see. Building instructions can be downloaded from Lego.com.
Yeah, so it's not an actual set. Okay. So
interesting.
Build and take.
I bet it was. I bet it was a store build of some kind. Way back then, that would have been,
2005.
Yeah. Well, it's what, 21 years ago? So
a lot of people like the Viking set.
Yeah, these are probably some of the more valuable sets from this era.
Sparkle helmets.
Yeah.
So
looks more impressive, smaller, that dragon.
Yeah.
It's Fort Lego Rado and Vikings at World.
Yeah.
Okay, we got some police cars, fire chief trucks, and
they need some images for some of these.
Yeah, some of these are pretty bad. I think that one's not bad. This one is an instruction pamphlet or whatever that is. That's not fireboat, it's a speedboat, isn't it?
It's motorized.
Oh, is it?
Oh, that's
motorized.
That's one of the ones you were.
That's okay.
Waiting on the pool to open so I can finish the complete collection.
Always got a good set of
construction.
Yep. More Star Wars.
More Star Wars.
Lots of Star Wars. Of course, this is, this was their big cash cow right then. So,
yeah, they were in the red, I think, this year. They were losing money. And no wonder you're making apples and pears and oranges and cherries.
Oh, my.
And mangoes and melons.
Mango melon, yeah. Straight plates, curved plates. Dino 10.
That Ultimate Star Wars battle one that was up. That's probably okay. I was just wondering. I didn't know that was a 3-in-1 or something. Okay, never mind.
Plus, Jensen says Vikings don't have horns on their helmets.
Oh.
So
Dino 2010. Look at this. Dino 2010 in what year?
2005, yeah.
So you have all these sets? All the dinosaurs.
I'm not really sure
I don't.
because I'm not really sure
I don't.
because they have alternate builds that came out later. Because what was the other name for this?
Oh, I wonder if it'll say in here. No, it doesn't.
Dino Attack,
Yeah, that sounds
something
right.
like that.
Those aren't bad looking sets.
Well, is it the okay? Because it just said these were released in Europe only. I keep clicking the wrong.
So the European ones, they weren't trying to like kill the dinosaurs; they were trying to capture them.
Right.
Right.
Okay. So then the Dino Attack ones were probably the U.S. versions.
Mhm.
We're running around in our shotguns and pickup trucks.
Like the helicopter.
Here they are.
Yeah, okay, same year. Yeah,
Yeah,
we got a bump. We're gonna shoot it. So compare
Yeah.
that one to
This one up here, where he's captured it.
yeah. So that was the difference.
And this one I'm going to assume says released in the U.S. only. Oh well,
North America, Asia,
and Australia.
So
Where
the
it's
other
pretty
one
sure-
came with a few extra pieces.
Yeah.
So you got the little chain around his neck on the other one.
This is at 42. What's this one say? 39. Yeah. Nice. Oh wait, that's the other way. At any rate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at that dump truck.
Oh yeah, that's a huge piece. I have that set. Yeah. Massive piece.
It's
Massive.
like a Tonka truck is what that is.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
This is the box bloat era too, so a lot of these came in oversized boxes.
Click it.
Man, a lot of clickets. No wonder Lego was in the red.
Yeah.
Now, another cool Duplo set, this airport.
This one.
Yeah. A big airplane.
Yeah. That's just a
Runway.
playmat, or is that
It's a play mat.
playmat? Okay.
It folds up, so hard to find.
I
Instead
can
of-
imagine.
Yeah, when I see these listed on eBay, they're usually around $200,
Ooh.
and sometimes they don't have the play mat.
Another helicopter. That's kind of cool. I guess all of these kind of went together, didn't they? Jeff?
Yeah. This is the airport.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's page 1. Page 2 is going to.
Wait, has Earl picked his yet?
No,
He
it's
has-
coming. It's coming.
Okay.
Here's the cargo plane.
Yeah.
Kind of goes with that.
Seems like there was one Duplo set for every Lego set in this year.
Do you collect those 2 ducks? I guess this is
No, this is the bucket. This is one of those I've tried to get a few times.
just can't. It's
Yeah, the Hans Christian Andersen bucket.
I have it on my wanted list.
I was about to say, you better be careful. Don't mention it until after you buy it.
I can tell you that it is not high on my priority list of.
Yeah. No, it's not interesting. It's like I'd be getting it just for to have a sealed copy of it or something.
Right. So what were the speed slammers?
I didn't like this stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
All righty. Okay, Earl, we're getting close to the.
Yeah.
The
I thought
Ferrari.
about picking that Ferrari truck just
Yeah.
because I like the 18-wheeler.
yeah.
This one.
Yeah, I thought about picking that one.
Okay, but you didn't.
No, it's coming. I'm
Bionicle
pretty sure it's still
exclusive.
coming.
Oh, all these Bionicles. One of these got to be it.
No, it's after the I think it's after the Bionicles.
Man, it's too much.
Wow, look at all the Bionicle.
Oh,
All right, now we're
More
getting
Knights
close.
Kingdom. Here we go.
yeah.
That
This is right up-
castle.
This
Which
one.
Okay.
one? The
No,
Dark Fortress or the Big Castle?
the big castle.
I'll keep going.
Yeah.
There we go.
This.
The Platic.
Yeah.
That's-
That is really cool looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad deal either. I think it was only like $100.
It has a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good choice. It's a good
It's got
choice.
the purple helmet. The purple
I'm gonna
helmet.
say it's got the purple helmet. Where that game, man.
Yeah, it was not the space one. It's the closest thing to a space purple helmet we had,
Right.
I think.
I have to get him down because that's where I got my purple helmet for mine. Because the purple space guy. All right, and then
Oh, wait a minute, hold on, man. You're missing some cool stuff here. Right where you were. Go back down.
Go back down. Oh,
yeah, the creepy doll family set.
Oh yes, creepy doll family.
It's dolls playing with dolls.
Yeah.
And then there's one more I wanted to, as we go down.
Okay.
Keep going. We got the Death Star, the Sandcrawler. Those are pretty good.
Yeah.
I thought one of y'all might pick the intermodal. That's what
I thought about. I don't own one, so but
okay.
that is like I think the last. I think this is the only thing I don't own that's in that box type.
Just think if Lego had every year done one set like this that was based on something real, what we would have.
No.
More boxes.
Yeah.
Here it is.
There we go.
Thomas Bridge and Tunnel set. That was the one I debated. Like, do I pick this one? But I'm like, as much as I like the Thomas stuff, I had to go with that castle because it's just.
Now this is the one that had multiple sets in the box.
Yes. So yes, there's nothing exclusive.
Right.
In the box except for the box.
And this is your big
Florida
Florida box.
This
is one where the guy was in Florida and wouldn't send you the box.
Yeah.
Send you all the stuff.
There was another one.
Okay.
I can't remember which one it was. Yeah. But yeah, that was basically.
What is this? A collector? Is this a suitcase?
Oh. Yeah, is they got a DVD?
Yeah, it looks like it. CD, collector CD.
Oh wow. You gotta see if Ryan's done a video on this.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has it.
I'm sure, yeah.
He's not 100% complete yet on all his Star Wars stuff.
But there can't be much that he's missing. Construction value pack. Huh.
Yeah, it's like in the era, even today, it's like I don't think about keeping the multi-packs, but then 20 years later, they become valuable.
Yeah.
Keychains.
Chess set. Was that Harry Potter chess or Castle Knight's Kingdom?
Knight. Yeah. Knight's Kingdom.
Yeah.
I got one of them up there somewhere. It's back there. Nobody. Well, I'm not very good at it. Nobody else knows how to play. Maybe I'll teach Dakota how to play. I'll teach Dakota how to play, and then he'll beat me all the time, and then I'll be like, "Well, I don't want to play no more."
Yep.
More clickets.
Just what we need. More clickets.
I looked at this one, but I'm like,
Inside Tour.
Yeah.
Is when they were just figuring out it. See, even Inside Tour sets were bad back then.
Yeah. All right. I think we're about done scrolling. Yep, there it is.
Yeah. All right. What's y'all's favorite? Leave it in the comments.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's see what next year, next week, what year next time will be.
Sorry.
Vintage year.
Yeah, the Magic 8 Ball has spoken.
we gotta hit the Wayback Machine.
Oh man. 2023, man.
We might be scrolling through that one for a half hour.
I think it was 600 or 700 bar sets or something like that.
Yeah. After 2018, I think there's always like 800.
Yeah, it's getting crazy. All right.
Here we go.
All right. How about something crazy on eBay?
Yeah. Woo.
Wow. Crazy.
All right. So I know I put something on there.
Oh, I got them. All right.
I forgot what it was.
All right, here we go. We're ready?
Oh yeah, $100,000 brick.
Yeah.
2x4 brick.
It's not even a good one.
Yeah, so it's a little played with.
I need to change it to rare, 1 of 1, red 2x4 brick.
I was looking to see if it's even a pat pending or anything.
You know, I saw something like this. There's a set of the 4 coasters that was a VIP. I think it was a gift with purchase, and the listing price is $1 million.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm like, what do these people think?
Yeah, why are they? Why
are they
does
wasting
eBay
their
let
time?
them do that?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. This is why back in the day eBay did the thing where you had to pay based on your starting price. So even if your item didn't sell, you paid.
Right.
That prevented stuff like this.
Pasta Jensen said that the 2x4 is rare. Trust me, we've all seen the video. We need to get a resurgence of that video.
Yeah, it's kind of died now.
All right, here's the other one we got, and I've seen this before.
You have seen it before?
It was at Brick World on the auction table.
Really?
Yeah, it was
How
a
much were they?
promotion. It was in the stores.
Okay, so how much was it going for at Brick World?
We didn't buy it, so you know how we can get kind of silly at Brick World. So.
I mean, it's almost like, I don't know, that's not a crazy price.
No, I would have probably paid that then. So I think what had happened was I put a bid, because it's one of those, it's a silent auction. So you go around, you write a bid on a tablet of paper next to the item. And I wrote a bid, and I don't know, me and Heather went somewhere else or had to go do something. And when we came back, I was not just the next guy that lost. There was lots of people. It had jumped quite a bit from.
Okay.
But there were 3 or 4 train signs that people had or that were on the table. So I bid on them all, and when you start adding it up, it's like, ooh, there's $1,000 worth of bids here on the table. If I win them all, and I end up winning none of them. So
how big is the sign? I couldn't tell. Is that an outlet? So is it small?
That one, the one that I saw was like maybe it wasn't huge.
Okay, so when I first saw this auction, I thought it was a big sign. I thought it was a bigger sign.
No, it was like 2 foot by maybe a foot or something like that. What I'm remembering.
Yeah.
But that's train in German, right?
Yeah, Eisenbahn.
Yeah.
That's when back in the day when I started eBay, that's what I learned. I learned that word. That's how I found stuff, because there were so many sellers in Germany. And shipping was a lot cheaper back then. So I bought quite a few of my trains from Germany searching Eisenbahn. I bought from people that there was no English in the listing. I'd have to try to figure out how to translate see what is included in the auction.
Yeah, because you didn't have Google Translate where you could just click the button to have it translate the page.
Mm. Yeah. Yes, Heather, it's German.
Oh,
I say everything's German, even when it's Dutch and Danish.
Yeah. Okay, Earl, where are we going next?
Okay, so now we're going to talk about the new trains. We're finally getting what we want.
Careful what you wish for.
Well, all right. Are we bold enough to go ahead and show these leaked pictures?
Yeah.
Wait, are they on the Lego website?
They're not on a Lego website. They're on a web. Two of the 3 things that I know.
They're on the internet. I say go for it.
All right. I'm going for it. There we go. The beach trolley. Classic beach tram. Sorry, they're calling it a tram here.
I like this. The only thing I don't like is it looks like if it gets up a little too much speed, it's going right into the ocean.
Yeah.
It's like, that's all it's got is a piece of track. So it's coming off of the beach, onto the track, and into the ocean. It's the world's shortest train.
It's the world's shortest tram. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, look at that is a very cool looking tram.
Yeah, it's very nicely done, I think.
And this little beach scene, I mean, it's just a few pieces, but you get a seal. There's a dog. 4 or 5 minifigures. 1, 2.
Yeah, this thing's going to be $100.
That's what. Let's
gonna
guess
be
the
100.
price. How many pieces is it?
693.
$693.
That means it's over 70 for sure.
Over 70.
Because it's
Yeah,
got big pieces in it.
I'm going with $79.99.
All right.
I'm going with
I'll go
80
90. I'll say 90.
90.
I'll go right in between you. I'm going $89.99 because that's where I think.
Oh my
yeah,
God. You're going to want a penny under me.
Oh wait, did I? Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
That's all right.
$80, whatever. I think it's.
Wait,
I
that's
think
a
it was
penny
about
over
right.
me.
70 to 80.
I think I threw him because I said 100 at first.
Yeah, I think I
think it'll be under 100,
Okay.
and it'll probably be in that $80 range. However, they split the pennies.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to get this in my city. I
Yeah.
don't know how I'm going to get it in my city, but I'm excited to get it in my city.
So it doesn't stink.
It doesn't stink.
no.
Way to go, Bricky.
Although Jason will probably like that guy, the surfer dude with his what do you
I'm
call
afraid
that?
to click on the pictures because I don't know what to do.
Okay.
Hey, look, you get a pigeon. Woo! All right, here's the other one.
Yeah. So this one it's a
about the
dead end
same.
train again. It's like
Dead end
less
train.
detail. So what I noticed was there's no powered up and there's
No.
doesn't have a complete loop of track.
No,
so you can add power
You
up.
can add
Yeah.
power up, but it's not included.
no.
Yeah.
So the price point, I mean, and again, what was
It makes it cheaper.
Yeah.
So
I think this one will cost the same price as the tram.
This one has less pieces than the tram, doesn't it?
Mhm.
This one,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's got track, a couple more pieces of track.
It's got same amount of figures, five figures.
Yeah, at least 5. Yeah.
Yep. Little station. I think it's going to be in. I'm going $75.
Okay.
I think it's
Heather said 200.
if it had powered up,
$89.
it'd be 200.
It would.
Yeah. I think it's smart not to include the power up in this. I appreciate them doing that because you don't
because
need
it's
it in
literally
everything.
available. Yeah.
And some people don't necessarily want to do all their stuff powered up. If you want to go retro and do something older, because can the tender be converted to like a 9-volt? That's where the powered up is going.
That's where the powered up is. So you
Yeah.
could put 9-volt in it very easily.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I could, these cars, I don't know that there's anything.
They seem a little small.
It is small. It is small. This would, to me, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of a narrow gauge train that somebody's turned into like an amusement park thing.
Yeah, it's amusement park train.
Right.
Yeah.
It's an 060, which is that's they could have got away with an 040, but it's also a European style looking train.
Yeah.
But it's not something that you would. A European train this small would have not had a tender. They would have been a coal bunker on the back, typically.
Probably.
I think. But it is an American style carriage.
Do you see their nod to My Own Train in this?
Oh, the 317?
Yeah, 317. It's like,
Yeah.
my only complaint, or one of my complaints of My Own Train, we only got one number. And then I brought it back as a
317.
nostalgia bait. I'm like,
Right.
the one
Well,
thing
though, until you mentioned that, I didn't catch that, but that is clever. I don't know. I'm happy with this. I don't know that I'm going to try to put this in my city. I'm definitely getting a copy for sure.
So when the Emerald Knight came out, it also only had one passenger car.
Right.
So now, will we buy extras to get more passenger cars, or will we try to piece together the passenger car separate? Because the great thing is, it addresses another complaint. You only get straight track.
Yeah.
So They were listening. That's like, I don't need a bunch of curve track. So,
You're absolutely
Yeah, I think
right.
this one's going to be about $80. I think these two are going to be the same price.
okay. That's what I'm thinking. They're the same price.
And
But thank you, Lego.
I'm saying 75. So this is obviously I mean, it's either going to be for little kids. I mean, it's 7+, but people like Milo's age, because this is going to be Dakota's age. Dakota completely understands that trains belong on track and doesn't try to push them around on the floor anymore. But he used to when he was a little kid. So to me, they're aiming this directly at people who already have trains or cities or stuff that's pre-built trains.
So this right here, if you give it to a kid, they'll roll it around on the table, then use that little re-railer thing to run it on the track so they can barrel through the train stop on it.
Yep. I think you're exactly right. I think it's a play feature. For kids, I don't think it's a bad item, and for collectors, it's like I'm happy with it. I like it, and I will probably build extra cars for it. I will probably make what do you think?
Yeah.
3 cars?
I'm not going to put
I
it
think
in
at
the
least
city,
3.
Yeah.
but you have no intention to put it in the city or run it. You're just going to build a bunch of cars for it.
Well, it depends. Yeah, because I think it's kind of a cool display, but
I wonder.
you guys know what my shelves look like.
I wonder if it's gonna have, if it doesn't have any unique pieces, it'd probably just be just as simple to keep piece a bunch of cars together.
Well, and then Pick a Brick may make it possible. Wonder what kind of couplers do they use? Can you go down to that other image? Can we
It
see?
looks like they're the
Oh, they
magnet.
got the magnetic couplers. Thank goodness.
Now, so
I
here's
hated
another
those
thing.
couplers they've been using lately.
Yeah. Well, it's probably so that's another thing too. It looks like there's a coupler at the end here, and you got I wonder what the part out's going to be on this, because train parts, those wheels, and that's why they're using 3 wheels. Magnets. I bet you there's no turning, so there's no bogey plates.
The problem is, I bet you on Pick a Brick they won't have the wheels,
That's that 3.
or they'll be ridiculously expensive.
Yeah. Well, remember, they sell the spoked wheels. You get 2 flanged and 1
in one bag.
Flat. So that's how it's parted out. And
yeah.
Here's the thing I think it's going to be is that dark green window with a circle in it. Is that new?
Yeah, I don't know.
There
must have a porthole piece. There is a porthole piece.
But
so it's like they're usually like a panel. It's like a panel with the clear opening in it.
But yeah, it's a clear piece.
I don't think it's
printed to make the clear window.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if that's what they've done here.
Yeah, that's what I think they've done. I don't think it's a hole. I don't think it's an open hole.
Okay. All right.
I think it's a regular panel with a green print on it.
Well, then that might make it a.
It might be, and it might be a different color green by the time you get the real set.
Right. Exactly. So the other leaked set that.
The images we can't share.
I can't find any. I found a lot of text that says it's the port freight train.
Harbor
or port?
Harbor.
Okay. Harbor freight train.
Harbor freight train.
Harbor
freight, yeah.
803 pieces.
Oh my goodness. It's gonna be $250.
I think it's gonna be $100 because again, no powered up.
Oh.
Looks like it's got the same, maybe 1 or 2 more pieces of track than the one we just looked at.
Correct. No circle of track.
So you get right. It looks like it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, either 5 or 6 pieces of track. That's it. It's probably 4 straight tracks. Is probably what it is.
So this is interesting because I can't remember last time they did something like this, where there's 3 sets coming out with no curves, and it's like I bet you there's going to be people complaining about that, but I'm like, this is good.
Yeah.
No, this is very good. It's good for the established community.
Yeah.
So people who are going to be buying these as a gift are not going to be as happy, right? So grandma that goes into Walmart to pick up a train and gets this home and goes, this isn't a circle, it's not a train.
Yeah.
That'll be a problem. But they still they still sell.
They don't sell
switch-
curved track by itself.
I was gonna say they just sell
gonna-
switchbacks.
Well, maybe
even
there
sell
will be.
straight
Who
backs
knows?
right now.
Maybe there's something behind this. If you got to buy powered up separate, maybe they're going to come out with a kit with the 8 curves and 4 straight.
If they started selling curved and straight track by itself, or even in a combo pack. Of
Yeah,
some
combo
kind.
pack. Yeah, that's what they've been doing in the past recently.
That's
The combo packs.
That's kind of a game changer, right? Because that leaves them open for things like this.
Yeah, I think it's smart because the problem that people complain about is Lego's too expensive, and when
Right.
you're adding these, like even with my model trains, not just my Lego train, I have so many speed regulators and curve tracks that I'll never use. I don't need 1,000 speed regulators.
My guess was $100, so that we're in the same ballpark.
Okay. I think the harbor train's going to be more. I think it's going to be way more. I'm not going to. I'll be surprised. I mean, I would not be surprised if it's 150.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's going to be more than the 2 that we've saw. But yeah, I don't think it'll go to 200. 150 sounds fair.
I think they're going to be 80, 80, and 100, or 100,
I hope.
100, or 100, 100, and like 130.
So you saw you both saw the image of this train. It's like a little switcher, which is kind of a cool little engine, and it looks to me like they might be able to put powered up in it. The one blurry picture that I could see, it's hard to tell. But it looks like they might be able to put the hub battery pack in it, and it looked like it was the same wheelbase as 9-volt motor, powered up, power function, whatever.
So it's a good move.
Yeah,
I've complained so much about the lack of train. I wonder who designed these with the Lego group. I wonder if it's one of their newer people that have come in.
Oh, he said 7. Is that 70? What's that symbol?
Euros. That's a euro.
Euros?
Yeah.
So 70 euros would probably be $75 for us.
Something like that, yeah.
And 100 euro. So think about it. We've got in the last year and a half, we've got the snowplow train.
Yes.
The police train. We
Yes.
actually, not long ago, we had the new, was it a holiday train?
There was that's a couple years ago, but
A couple years ago. And now we've got, and then there was another one that had that little tram in it.
Well, there's still that one. The one, I still haven't got the little blue 3D printed thing
Yeah,
yet.
that was in the holiday train. Yeah.
It's still available, I think, for sale.
You should pick it up just to part it out to get that
That's
part.
what I'm thinking about.
Yeah. You could probably pick up a couple of those and part out because I don't know what the part out value is on it, but it's chock full of train parts.
Yeah.
So
you can't go wrong with train parts.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think and train parts never make it into my store, and I'm always buying train parts.
So
there's
we
a
used to
demand.
talk about the time frame. So what was the time frame for the cargo and the passenger train? Every 3 years?
It used to be 4 years.
Every 4 years.
4 years.
And so now when the last year and a half we've gotten, this will be 5 trains?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
I got to put my money where my mouth is. I've been complaining about this. I don't have to buy this crap.
Well,
finally, Lego's giving you something that
I'm not going to be like the Bionicle fans and get mad and not buy it.
You know what happened is they got in the boardroom and they were like, you know what? I think we're losing Jabba. What can we do?
They were.
The guy at the end of the table said, I got it. Here comes the trains.
No curb track, no motors.
Yep. It's it.
Different trains.
I think it's a great move for train people. It's a good thing for city people too. These are all city sets.
I mean, technically, we got those train stations that were terrible.
Oh, I forgot about those.
Yeah.
The red tram. I mean,
That's what I
Yeah.
mentioned, the other tram.
Yeah, the other tram. Yeah. I have the horrible city train station. I have it built, but the train station, it was more like a trolley stop kind of bus station type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I have it in the city, and I just basically put some back to it. It's not bad.
Mm.
I haven't figured out how to make the other one good. There's just not really a good way to make that one
The one
look good in my city anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's, we can't complain that they ain't making trains anymore.
No, and then of course you added in the Bricklink designer program stuff that's coming.
Yeah,
so.
that's every.
Yeah, and that's your higher end.
I know there's been a couple that they've skipped, but it sure seems like every one of them has a train or something, a train station or a train or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be getting 2 of one of them when they come up for sale. I'll be trying to get 2 anyway.
Okay, so Jabbo has quit collecting a lot of things, but now he's on a new rabbit hole to collect something different. Because as we all know, it's all about the
journey.
It's all about the journey of collecting. And once you get it all, you got to find something else. So you want to talk about your new rabbit hole, Jabbo?
Baby. Primo.
What made you go that route and decide?
Well, I already had at least half of the figures or more, and I had thought about doing this a while back when I had, whenever I placed an order, I'd see if anybody had the figures, and I was like, I need to go ahead and complete this. It's one of those. It looks doable because there's only 28 different figures.
Right.
I'm like, so why have I been putting this off? And then I start to look at what some of them go for, and nobody has all of them. There is a guy here in the U.S. that has several, but he's asking $50 to $100 a figure. Woo! 5 to 10 times what everybody else has the same figures for.
Right.
But so I was like, well, this is going to be a challenge because I'm going to be getting one here, maybe 2 from some people, and some they're not for sale.
Yeah, that's how these Spider-Man figs I get are. They're like you need 4, but there's not one store that has. The only store that has 4 of them in, the prices are astronomical.
Yeah.
So
the average person might not know that these were primo.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So that's another thing. It's like, how do I search a listing where the person may not have used the word primo?
Right. Right.
I haven't quite figured out other than just searching Duplo, but then I'm looking through thousands of listings.
Right.
But I did find sellers on Bricklink that I got some figures, eBay, Mercari, and then I just filmed a video before that's why I'm late. I filmed a video that'll publish probably the same. I'm not sure when I'll publish. Probably the same day this video goes up. But I got the rarest, the one that currently is the hardest one to find. I got it on Facebook Marketplace.
Really?
And it was hard. In fact, I found it, and then I went back to buy it,
and
I couldn't find it again.
Oh no!
Yeah. It was still there. It's just like I searched Primo, and it's like, where is it? Where is it? And I finally. And the guy,
what's going to happen is you're going to get all the little figures, and then you're going to be kicking yourself, saying, "Why didn't I just pick up the vehicles? All these little vehicles."
Well, that's the thing. I do look almost all of them. I start with looking for the set, just to buy the set. I want the whole set, and I can't. And some. Yeah, some of them, they don't have all the parts. Like this one I got today, there's a little catapult piece that goes with it. I want that catapult. It's where you can just hit it and it sends the figure flying, and I can't find it for sale anywhere. But I'll keep looking. So even once I get the figures, there'll be I want to get all the versions of the train, all the train cars.
Right. And then once you
maybe
get all
I'll get
that,
the animals too after that.
And then you'll be. From that, you'll be piecing all the sets together.
I don't know if I'll get to that point, but yeah, you never know.
Well, that's the thing is once you have all the figures and then you have all the animals and all the vehicles, what's left?
The boxes, the container.
Well, yeah.
They got plastic containers.
Yeah, now that's you're right. I was just thinking about all the pieces.
And then there's a push toy, like a walker. There's somebody got the walker on eBay right now, but it'd be like $250 with shipping.
Wow.
The only one for sale.
Yeah.
And then those Caterpillar. You remember that we were going through 2005. There was the Caterpillar. There's 3 Caterpillars at least.
I have the green and red one because
Yeah.
Dakota's mommy played with it.
Yeah.
Kathy played with it.
Wow.
We have the apple. Oh, the apple's in Heather's studio. It got taken from mine. It took to hers. Yeah, we have the apple and then the caterpillar, the green and red caterpillar. So,
and there's a turtle, a storage turtle. I want to get that. It's a big container.
It's a big container.
It rolls. So yeah, it's surprisingly, I've actually got comments on these videos. I was like, when I do stuff like this, I'm like, I know not many people are going to like this, but I've been pleasantly surprised with some of the comments I've gotten.
Well, you've been doing this long enough, and you have a big enough following that you have people who are just going to follow you following the chase.
Yeah.
Right. Not necessarily they're going to chase them. I mean, I enjoy watching it when you find them, and the things that I know that you have to do to find them and the work that you put in. And I enjoy watching that stuff, but I'm not going to chase these.
Yeah. But this is the thing, even if you don't even care about it. So now if you're at a Goodwill or a thrift store and you see these in a bin, you're like, oh, I'll buy those and go sell them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
there's value in them.
There's exactly. Yeah. In fact, that is absolutely, because who was I telling? I don't know, because we have a whole bucket of Primo. Now it would have been stuff from like Dakota.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, it wasn't even being made when Dakota was young, so it must have been stuff that Cassie had, Dakota's mom. Yeah. So we have about it. It's not going to get put up for sale, but I probably need to go through it and just see if there's anything stupid expensive in there.
Yeah, because some of the stuff is very common, and that's why I assumed when I first started that it's just nobody wanted any of the stuff. But then I'm finding out there's some that were only in one set, and so it's been fun. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah,
but it's going to end, as far as the figures. But
then then you have to find something else. So there's always a chase. Earl, we got something else on the list?
Yeah, we do.
Not another Bricklink episode.
What do you need our expertise?
Sitting out there waiting to give you their money. Are you going to take it?
So Jabo has tried something, and I got a feeling if it works, Joey is going to be next, because I think this is right up Joey's wheelhouse if he learns how to do it.
I'm interested in hearing how it's going.
So we want to hear the story. So
I put
Jabo,
Samsonite stuff in for Bricklink, and I did not have a good experience.
You attempted.
They are very they're not militant, but they're very picky.
Yes,
but it was a good thing.
It is a good thing.
So what Jabo did was you sent in an inventory for a set, correct?
Right. That's because one of my things is there's so many sets I have that there's no inventory on Bricklink. And this one, and I don't, unless you're opening a sealed set, sometimes it's hard to know, but this one is one that has the inventory on the box. I have the box. I have the set. It's a Duplo set. Yay. But I was like, I'm going to submit the inventory for this, see what happens.
Right.
So at first I tried doing it straight from Bricklink, but it was hard to make the list. So I said, let me go. I can save it on BrickTsar. So I went to BrickTsar and put the inventory in. So I have the box. I'm looking at, and it's got like the minifigures. Some of them look to the right, and some of them look to the left. So I was trying to make sure I had the right minifigures. And then the door, there's the Duplo door piece that has a little tab on it where some of the are, and then the newer ones, they have a ridge around them. So I'll make sure I get the right version of the door and the door frame. And so I put it on BrickTsar, And then I get an error when I go to export it to, and I'm going to do a video on this.
Yeah.
I get an error when I export it, but it took it. It took the inventory. And I was shocked. It's like the next day I get an email from this guy at Bricklink. He said the doors need to be combined. Like so it was a 75-piece set. My inventory had 80 pieces because the doors and the door frames, I treated them as separate pieces because that's the way I found them on Bricklink. But he said this era, the doors came assembled. And when I looked at the box, I'm like, yeah, that's the way they were on the box. I just didn't know. I mean, they're clearly two different pieces, but they're stuck together in the images on the box. So I had to go back.
I think in Bricklink, it would show that as the assembly combined piece, and you could still dig down. So like when your inventory gets up there, you could look at that and you could still see what its component pieces are.
Right.
But it's saying that this is how. So that sounds like you had a person that knew.
I was shocked, and he was right, because I was like, okay. I mean, technically, the inventory would have been right, but they want assembly pieces to be like it would have came in the box.
Right.
Makes you wonder if they have specialists for each theme or each category. And that might not be all they do, but if something comes in, it gets thrown on their desk.
Yeah, I thought I did this, and it might take a week or two for somebody.
Yeah,
well, I think these are still community people. There is very few.
Just people not getting paid.
Yeah. There's very few people that work for Bricklink. I don't know what the number is, but I believe it's like less than 50 at least. The last time I heard it was, now it might, with BDP and stuff, they may have grown. So yeah, the experience I had was the person that I got, whatever they did, if they took it out of the queue or it was assigned to them or however, they didn't have any experience with Samsonite.
Oh.
And they had 1.5 million questions and wanted to know how I was going to approve it. And fair enough, this is not a bad, for what the guy did for you, this is not bad things. This is maintain the database. Yeah. But I am the kind of guy that it was like, okay, how this stuff is 60 years old. How do you want me to prove it? Here's the box. Here's what the pictures are. Because it was the parts part back that I was.
What did you select? Because there's like 7 options from where you got the inventory. It can be instructions. It can be the box. It can be sealed set.
I believe I put box.
Okay.
And then I had to then I believe that I had to quantify that because then the conversation became, well, how many were in this? How are you sure that it's this many?
Yeah.
And then it was like, well, there's a pamphlet that says, so, I sent a picture of the pamphlet that shows this is what's in it. And they were skeptical.
Yeah. Well, the only issue I have, and he wasn't wrong because my inventory was correct with that. Well, I got one other mistake I made, but he was wanting it to match what the box said, the 75 pieces. And I mean, with Duplo, it's going to match, but typically with Lego sets, whatever that piece count is, it's a mystery. It's a mystery on a lot of sets. Like
absolutely.
There's a lot of Bricklink inventories where the piece count doesn't match the inventory.
Right.
So I had one of the minifigures I got wrong. He said, I think this is supposed to be this other minifigure, and I had the hair color wrong. And I'm like, how did I do this? Like, how did I get the wrong hair color? Because when I was on BrickTsar, the image was so small on BrickTsar, I thought I was picking the one with black hair. Instead, I picked the one with brown hair and didn't catch it when I uploaded it. So the next time I do this, I'm going to go through it with a microscope or magnifying glass and make sure that each element, like I wasn't worried about alternate part numbers, because like older Duplo parts, there were some older versions of them that they still have on Bricklink, but I knew this wasn't going to fall into that. But
so you did a set with 75 Duplo pieces, which are a little bit bigger and easier to find. And how long did that take you?
Oh, it didn't take but a few minutes to upload it.
No,
I've spent more time since then going back and forth about the mistakes I made.
no. How long did it take you to search all the pieces and compile them?
On BrickTsar it was easy.
Okay.
Yeah, because I just and I do the by each part type instead of just going through all the colors. So like I did all the 2x2 bricks. I find the part number for a 2x2 brick, and then do all the different colors of it. And the 2x4 brick, do all the colors of it. The doors. There's not a lot of variety. I was like, there'd be 9 of this, 9 of this, 9 of this. So it adds up to 75. So I didn't have a lot of parts to find. And I did have the Piron listing, but some of those part numbers on Piron didn't exactly match up what was on Bricklink.
Yeah. Huh. Are you willing to tell us what part or set it was yet?
It's set 2385.
Okay. I wanted to look.
It should show pending inventory.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably.
I don't know what the final step is when he goes, okay, I'm going to allow this. I don't know what it'll take.
Right. Yeah. So here it is.
It says inventory pending approval. So you can't even see it.
Now.
But if you were to search a part in that, it would show being in this set now.
Oh, it does now?
It should. That's what I've noticed others that are pending approval.
Okay.
There's nothing.
It's going to be hard. Yeah.
I'd have to look up the part number for the wheelbase again.
That's fine. Well, but now we can kind of see because eventually you'll be down here with Storm Chaser.
Yeah. Yeah. And see, this set was only added in 2020. Came out in 1987.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
This is how, I mean, like stuff like this that people don't care about.
Right.
There's just not a lot of information out there. That's why, you know, how many times we've been looking at the years on Brickset. There's no pictures. And that's why they have people like you to add pictures. So I've been collecting vintage Duplo, and I'm going to try to, if this works, I'll try to do some of the other ones that I can honestly know for sure what parts they had.
Well, and then, now that you've been through the process, you know, you go through the process the first time, you're just going to school on it, right? You're learning the process. And then from now on, you'll have a better, I better pay attention to what it is. And and things
they care about paired parts.
Yeah.
So things like that I've learned. And
well, and it's not that we don't care. It's just like, again, it's the first time you went through it. So it's like, oh yeah, I get it now. Okay. That is important. I would be like, oh yeah, that is, you know, I mean, that's not near as egregious as when I put a cardboard case for something on the 70s.
Yeah, I got a little overconfident though, because I was like, oh yeah, I got this. Like I literally took time and I looked at the box, I looked at the figures I had, because those eyes looking left or right.
Right.
Straight. Some look straight. It's like you got to get the right eyes, the right freckles, the right whatever. And it's like I checked that, but then I missed the hair color. The most obvious thing, the one that should have been the easiest thing.
Yeah. That's wild. That's wild.
So,
well, I for one, I'm happy because that's how this community.
I for one like Roman numerals. That's one of your old jokes.
Hey, Pasta's got a question for you there, Earl.
All right.
Here, I'll pull it up. Oh wait, I gotta click it in the right spot. There we go.
Hold on, I gotta. If time allows, what do you think about the new Spider-Man display figure? Not really happy with it. I thought it was going to be much better. After building the Iron Man, I thought the Spider-Man was going to be much better, and it's a little disappointing. And it does come with a fig, so I was thinking I was going to buy it just for the fig, but the figure is also in one of the other sets. So now I'm thinking, might not buy it because I'm going to get the figure in one of the other sets.
Right. Interesting.
So that Iron Man's really nice. The buildable Iron Man.
Yeah.
It's a really nice. It's really nice when you build it. It's really good looking. But the Spider-Man's disappointing.
Yeah.
Spider-Man disappoints.
Yeah.
They can't all be winners.
No.
Hey, where are we going to next? I don't want to.
We're almost to the end of the notes. I do have a question for Joey though. I mentioned that I left a comment. So on the red briefcase saga,
Yes.
right? So you uploaded, you got the correct picture uploaded now, and I asked you how many people have it checked off on Brickset that they have it.
Right.
That old one would have been the wrong
How many of
one.
those people had checked off? Now that you changed the picture on them, do you have the right image? Do they have the correct one that they thought the picture was wrong, or do they have the?
That's a good question.
It is an excellent question. 48 members. 48 members show that they have it, and that was I think it was the same thing before I changed the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a handful of people that just check that they own everything.
Yeah.
And then what is it? 70. It's 78. What is this one? 7892. What's the blue one? 7891? Doesn't
No,
show.
it's
Oh,
got-
that's the storage case.
It's a
Or
7
the bag. I don't see a 7893.
I think it's a higher number, 790.
Okay, well, let me go 790 then. Oh, yeah, it is. Let me just click the link that was provided by me for a bird. It is awesome that it's backwards. The blue case with the red tray, the other one, the red tray.
Yeah, red colors. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I hate that I put the wrong picture up, and then
That's
I
okay.
hate that I sniped it out from underneath you.
That's okay. It's just
Is there a notation on there? The image was updated on such and such day.
I don't know that the image is always. Yeah, it does. It shows image changed.
Okay.
Hmm.
So
And then
do you know what the actual number is for the one that you had on the original picture?
No, I'll have to go back and research that. There are several of those cardboard cases, and I don't know why. I honestly just don't remember why I thought that one belonged in 74, but
Probably older than that, wouldn't you think?
oh yeah, that's 50s, 60s,
Yeah.
late 50s, early 60s, probably somewhere in that neighborhood. So, what did you have, Jabbo, that you wanted to do before we did comments?
Did you do this?
I bought it. Yeah,
Did you
Heather,
look at it?
huh?
I didn't
Did
get
you look
yet.
at it?
Did I look at it?
Yeah. I think
Well, I
Earl's
don't
a
have
bigger star in
hardback.
this.
Mine's paper.
I got the hardback.
Yeah, I see
It's
that.
Lunis Lapis at Tempest.
Yeah, Daniel.
Look.
Yeah.
Don't want to spoil it for anybody, but it does mention AFoOL podcast in a way.
And the breaking news, supposedly, right?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah, it's a reference to them at Tylenol, and I don't know if it's be too big a spoiler, but it gets to they find us because some of her pieces were breaking, getting brittle. That's how they found the a bunch of fools, and then later she learns that it didn't mean that they were fools. What it stood for. I wonder how many people will watch don't know that.
Right.
Why do they call themselves fools? So yeah.
I will read it. Heather's reading it right now. So okay. I'll get through it eventually.
Apparently we are the equivalent of 12-year-olds.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. Oh. All right, Earl. Do we need the stinger?
Of course we need the stinger.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I didn't know.
Are you ready, Earl? It's time for some foolish comments.
I don't like them.
You want me to autograph that?
I end up getting snarky, and I'm surprised they keep reaching out to.
I'm not happy.
It's not even funny.
It's not even funny.
All right, let me get them queued up here. Let's see. Let's see. I'm working here. I'm working.
You know which episode to go. Don't go to 150.5.
I know. I got to go to 150. Okay. Joey Jones first.
Oh my.
And BrickTrains says you win this time. For some reason, I think somebody cheated. Speaking of Tylenol, aka Ty Novell, first, since Joey's comment doesn't count. Udis Lapis ad tempus. Ty. I think you should get the whoopity doo. Well, whoopity doo, Tylenol. Isn't there a made up rule that I'm thinking of right now? Article 1, Section 3, that probably says being first in the comment section of the AFoOL podcast episode shall go to the viewer who is fast enough to type and post it. The host may not call first, as they are at a full advantage of claiming it. And Tylenol says, Unos Lapis, I think Joey called first in case someone else in the comments and didn't put a first in the comments. That does mess Earl up, since he expects to see the first comment actually say first. Fortunately, I recognize the name. And
Everybody can comment first.
Uh-huh.
The first time you commented. My first comment on this video.
Yeah, you were the first comment on another podcast, on another not top 5 podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had this idea. I wanted to do an unedited first comment that was like 2 pages long, like have it copy and pasted, and as soon as that thing goes live, go boom, just put it in there. It's just a super long comment.
That would be awesome.
Chef Eddie, a top 5 podcast. Look out, Joe Rogan. Earl is coming for you.
There you go.
Yeah, we got a long way to go to catch old Joe Rogan.
Unos Lapis. Catch him.
That is amazing being in the top 5. This podcast is easily a number 1. Thank you, sir. Also, I have a character in one of my books, The Brick Squad Adventures, The Midnight Build, you, Pasta Jensen, and Mayo Hosco working in a restaurant in a Lego City. Chef Eddie, Udos Lapis, like Jabo says, that is how you get people to buy your book. You put them in it.
You're going to have free sales for sure.
Chef Eddie, I put a smart brick on my Lego Croc so it made a noise when I kicked the crap out across the room. Udos Lapis said, LOL. Lego loving lady, deja vu, and a whoopity doo. What a great movie. Joe Bowling, my favorite from 2005 is 7019, the Viking Fortress against the Fafnir Dragon. I think like just about all of the Viking sets from that year are better than most of the others. Yeah, they were. A lot of people like the Viking sets. Ty Novell, good choice. That was my second favorite set from 2005. Yeah, you remember on Smokey and the Bandit when he said when on part 2 when they asked the kid if they had music and he said Rhythm and Blues, and he said who is it, and it was who was the singer? It was Don. Who was it? Do you remember who it was? But Jerry Reese says, "Oh, that's my second favorite singer." Mayo Hosco. Okay, hold on there. Just because a set was enjoyable to piece together and build doesn't mean it isn't a favorite or someone's poster child set. Honestly, the Maersk ship is better than the Tipper or the Digger from '74. On Breaking News, Alex Noon said that I've become part of this podcast with my predictions. Maybe that's a sign you should re-invite me to an episode without doctor's appointments getting in my way. My favorite set from 2005 is the 4882 Speed Wings for nostalgic reasons. I predict Jabo's favorite set is 10170, the TTX Intermodel Double Stack Car.
Top 5.
Yeah.
Mayo slipping.
Chef Eddie, I just saw Deja Vu was a top 5 streaming movie on Netflix today. They call it the Earl Effect. Yes! Yes! Unis Lapis ad Tippus. LOL. I wondered if Joey or Jabo will assign the next movie for homework. Does anybody remember why and how Deja Vu came up? I may be wrong, but I think Mayo said it in the comments when he watched the episode live, or someone did. However, my favorite Denzel Washington movie has to be Inside Man. That was a pretty good movie, The Inside Man, but it's no Deja Vu, I'll tell you. Groceries or Lego? Earl, you should come to Contraband Days over in Lake Charles next month. It's no Mardi Gras, but we enjoy it. I'll buy you some boudin to apologize for the comments I made on the other guy's non-top 5 podcast. I'm gonna have to look that up. I got a good buddy who lives in Lake Charles. Contraband Days.
Contraband Days, huh?
Is it legal contraband? Here's a tough one. Simon Linenhan. Simon Linenhan. My 10211 Grand Emporium had a mix of light gray and light bluish gray. That was in 2010.
What?
Huh.
Really?
Grand Emporium.
Is that just some miscolored gray, like bluish gray? Because that's pretty late, but
yeah, that's. Was there a lot of gray in the Grand Emporium?
the floor tiles, I think.
Is that like miscolored, or is that gray versus? I can never.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, there's so many of the light grays that don't look right. They look like two different colors.
Yeah, and this I can tell you this is supposed to be light gray because it's patent pending with it rubbed out. But it's hard. It is. That is one of the hard. That is.
I
so
take the sort through. If somebody just piled a bunch of light gray and light bluish gray in a bin, it'd be like, oh no.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The Contraband Days is a pirate thing.
Oh, okay.
It looks like it's on the lake.
Maybe I'll have to. Maybe we'll check it out.
Yeah.
Chris Bricks, the best set of 2005 is. Well, I scrolled through the list 3 times and it's not looking good. I guess 7237, the police station. I'm amazed how bad those 7271 through 7278 fruit ball.
Oh yeah, the fruit.
Yes. Yes.
Some kid's so happy. My mom bought me the mango poly bag.
Groceries or Lego? My interest in Lego has also hit a low this year. It seems to happen around every 10 years for me. 95 to 96 sucked. 05, 06, 15 to 16 were all bad years for the most part. The DeLorean and the big space pig and the big space fig, not pig, are the only sets I've really enjoyed building since Christmas. Chris Bricks, oh man, you saying Western theme in 96 sucks? Them fighting words right here. Yeah. Groceries or Lego. I love the Western theme, but was there anything else that year to get excited about? Bluebird Brick says Lego Town after 96 was horrendous. Certainly wouldn't say 95, 96 sucked compared to the immediate years following them. And Tino Bell says, at least you could still get groceries even if you aren't buying Legos. Groceries or Legos says, leaning more towards the groceries right now, Tylenol. We'll see what summer brings.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what? Uh-oh, I lost it. I got to go back to comments. You know, if you keep it up, they'll get in the boardroom and they'll figure out something to sell you on, because that's what happened with Jabo. They got him excited again. They got him excited again. I can see it now. I could
ready to quit.
I could see a haul coming with 3 of the same gift with purchases.
Yeah.
Space Pig would be better than half the stuff like this. Let's see. You got to give me a second. I lost the comments. I had to get them back. I got to see where we was. Let's see. Groceries and Legos. Okay, here we go. Pasta Jensen. Wow, this episode gave me a hard case of deja vu. I'm telling you, man, makes you want to go watch a movie, doesn't it? Pasta Jensen, I have a feeling that episode 151 will come to a complete loop.
Circle of track.
Circle of track.
Kona Dog B, congrats on episode 150 and being a top 5 Lego podcast. Thank you very much, sir. I was able to view the Union Pacific Big Boy as it pulled into Rosaryville last week. Roseville last week, April 10th. What a sight and sound. The whole decade of the 70s had 655 sets. My pick for 05 is 8877 Vladex Deep.
That's the one you
Vladex
picked.
Dark Fortress. Yeah, that's the one I picked. Not a great year. See you in 2 weeks. No, it wasn't a great year. Chris Cummings. I got Google News update that we can get a membership, $40 to $100 a month, to rent Lego sets. And I'm waiting for the Lego group to tell us that buying too much Lego is harming the environment. I find it difficult to design a Lego train layout because it's a side effect of my failure even to start an HO scale train layout, despite all the HO used trains I purchased in the 90s. But I prefer Lego because they hit the floor. They're not because if they hit the floor, they're not destroyed.
Yeah.
I do watch videos of model trains show, and I get really bad itch to scratch. I built an F1 car set while I was doing my laundry, and I never wanted to build another one anytime soon. I wonder if he's talking about an F1 Speed Champion set with all the stickers. So you guys are the train guys, right? So he talks about HO scale trains hitting the floor and destroying them.
I've done that a few times.
And that's an expensive
Can be
thing to destroy, huh?
Yeah, you know the I think the quickest I ever broke something was the Batman train I got from Bradford Exchange. Spent $100 and within seconds it was on the floor.
Gosh. Yikes.
Yeah. And then it's a couple of them. I had one of the rarest Thomas and Friends item I have. I had this I was doing a video with the longest train I could make. Mm-hmm. And I'm on one side of the layout. And this train goes all the way around my layout. It's huge. One of the cars derails and it falls off. And it starts a domino effect where they're just pulling them all off because the couplers stay hooked and it just pulls them all off. And that car, I could not get over there fast enough. I didn't care about all of them except for the one that was irreplaceable. And it's the only one that broke. The only one that broke was the expensive one.
Was it?
They all hit the floor.
Were you able to piece it together?
It can operate on the layout, but the wheel, the truck to the wheel that connects, it's a flat car. It won't stay connected. I gotta add some plastic or something to it because it was one of those things where it goes in a hole and it clamps in, and now it won't stay connected in the hole. But it was my rarest freight car. So Lego falls off, you can replace it for the most part.
Yeah,
you still could break something.
You can. Yeah.
RN Grow. About inventory inconsistencies. When you're parting out a set and find a piece that isn't even in the set, my head immediately goes, well, which other piece is missing then? Yeah. Because they also verify by weight, and that must have somehow passed that. So
this happened a couple of times recently where
I built the Lego Pirate, and I thought it was going to be right on top, but I had an extra little ball joint. So when you put the legs on, it's got that Technic piece, and it's got that little ball that snaps into the Technic. I had an extra of the little joint in the little ball. And I scratched my head and went back through the instructions, and I went to the back and checked the inventory count. And I'm like, why do I have these two parts extra?
Yeah.
Am I missing something else, or is this just a complete accident?
Right.
Mhm.
And I finished building it, and it looks fine, and it hasn't fallen apart yet. So maybe it was extra.
You probably would have missed those if it.
Yeah, because that would have held something together. But
Yeah.
it's one thing to have extras of parts that are already in the set, but when you get a part that's not even in the set,
Yeah.
I've had that happen twice recently. Where it's like, and I know it wasn't something like I dropped a piece because I'm parting out the set from a Bricklink store, and it's like, where did this piece come from?
All right.
Deslin's Brick Builds. It's really interesting that Lego Train Tracks tries to show a bridge, but doesn't really indicate it much. Lego Train Tracks tries to show a bridge.
Oh, that I think it's in that one set 150 we were looking at,
okay.
which is the same image that's on the 151, except it just highlights the curve.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a cross track, but when we looked at it closer, it was actually a bridge.
Well, and that's back when you could build a what is that, a figure eight that goes over the top of itself, or a trestle bridge or whatever with those tracks, because there's enough flex in them.
Yeah.
They weren't thinking about the long-term effect of stressing the plastic.
Yeah.
Do you think when they, after they had been making Lego for 5 or 6 years, they really thought that it was going to last for 50, 100 years, and that it was always going to be compatible with each other?
I think the moment they realized that is when they stopped making wooden toys. I think as long as they were making wooden toys, they probably were like, I'm not sure this is going to last. But when they stopped making wooden toys, they were like, okay, we're going all in this.
Yeah. Interesting.
Deslin Brick Builds. I like prime numbers to Jabo. What's your favorite type of prime number, and or your favorite prime number?
37.
37. And Ty Novell says, I like a Parker Square number. Parker Square Prime.
Parker Square Prime. Yeah. So somebody actually has a thing dedicated to the randomness of like how many times you see 37. Like it's just one of those things where if you look for something, you'll find it.
Yeah.
Right. It's like if you go buy a blue car, you'll see that blue car everywhere.
Yeah. Deslin Brick Builds. Joey.
Yes.
How do you get the color page to show up on Bricklink that showed usages by year? And then Ty Novell says, hover over Marketplace, then click on the color guide under Resources.
Let's see if we can do that.
Joey's like, I don't know.
No.
By year?
If you wouldn't have asked me, I could have figured it out.
Well, but I sorted them by year. Is that what he's asking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Color pages show up on Bricklink that showed usages by year.
Okay, so I'm on the color guide, which was, went to Marketplace. Marketplace, color guide. And then the default, you can change it by year release or year retired. So year released, and then that goes back to 1949, and then just switch the sort order, and here's your 2026 pieces. So blue, violet, and warm pink are the two for this year.
Is it every year they come out with a couple new colors?
Well, it looks like, let's go the other. No, this is it. Yeah, so looks like there was nothing between 2022 and 2024. And then 2019 to 2022 looks like there was a gap. There's a huge gap, 2012 to 2019. So, yeah, I don't think they add colors every year. So, interesting.
Deslin's Brick Builds. Bricklink customer service from sellers is very hit and miss. I've had people refund me triple the items cost that they were missing, and some that have even canceled the order after I explained the piece they were missing was the reason for the order, and everything else was to hit their store minimum. I've also gotten pieces that are clearly used, sun damage, for example, that were listed new. And when I let the seller know, they accused me of swapping pieces in my collection and lying to them about it. It's very much a gamble when it comes to new stores, but that's why I always shop my favorites first.
This is I had this thought today actually because I picked some white pieces. I have white pieces that have probably been in my store for 15 years or more, and I've had to take stuff out of the store before when I've noticed it, but it can get bleached even in a dark place.
White is one of those. White's one of those that will change color.
Yeah.
Because it does not have. It will change color in a sealed box.
Right. It has nothing to do with the light. Will speed that process up, obviously.
Absolutely.
But I've talked about it before. But I saw the guy that had the mock that he made that he used white bricks, and you'll see just a single white 2x4 brick that's brown, and they've all been in this build forever. And it's like, why is this just this one brick brown?
No, and so I have the L&N train station that is from Evansville, where I live, and that I think that thing's been built for, I don't know how long have we had that, but anyway, it is yellowing at a different pace.
Yeah.
Right. So it is very blotchy, and to me, it's like, ooh, that's starting to look. And I'm not going to fix it.
No,
I mean,
too much to fix. You got to take
it.
Is.
Yeah. But
so that if it's a new store, though, I would tend to think that somebody, because the default when you list something is new, but you got to check that. I mean, you can't list something new and it's clearly used.
Right.
But I got to be careful because one day I'm going to get somebody that's going to empty out a drawer and I'm going to look and there's going to be a discolored part in there that was new when I put it in my drawer.
Yeah.
Pearl gold.
Oh God.
I just it's funny you say that. I just parted out a set and it had two macaroni or the curve piece pearl gold. And when I went to put it in the drawer with the three that was already in there, I realized the three that were in the drawer were pearl gold. The two I was adding, no pearl whatsoever.
Oh,
they almost look like a completely different color.
Yeah, I think the newer pearl gold is not as pearly.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I had a guy a couple months ago bought all of the one part of pearl gold that I had, and I thought, oh no.
If he starts building with it, might.
Yeah, there's like 3 colors in there.
Yeah.
But they're
because they don't even look the same. Yeah.
They don't know, and because usually what I do is I pick
the ones that look the same.
Yeah. And because I
my wife she noticed it before I did. She was picking orders years ago, and I was like, it's just the way they look in the light.
Right.
And it did. Like the light did, depending on which way the part was oriented, it looked different that way. But she's like, no, these are definitely different colors. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah. It's kind of, well, the other one that I know that is in my store that I know is a problem is trans red. And these are 1x1 rounds. So but there is a definite distinction between the color.
So some of the trans colors are, especially the newer ones. There's the plant-based ones.
Yeah,
they're a little more cloudy.
Yes.
I tried to do the lightsabers because that like the new ones don't have air bubbles in them for the most part.
Right.
But BrickLink list them as the same color. But if somebody bought multiples and I had them in the same lot, I'm like, oh, they're going to say these are 2 different colors.
Right. And then how much reddish brown do you have in your store that you're worried about?
Oh,
all of it.
Yeah, I do put on some that I parted out. Like I parted out new sets, some Star Wars sets that came out in like 2009 that had a lot of reddish brown, and I just put these will be brittle. I can't remember. I may have listed them as new, but possibly brittle, because they're from 2009. I've just put a disclaimer on. Some of them are sold, and it's like I've had the experience of the stairs. You know, that stair piece breaking. That's what. Yeah, I had somebody that had like two of the stairs broke in shipping.
Oh, that's makes it worse.
This is kind of, it's about Bricklink, but it's kind of off topic. But this is, so I just got an Iron Man, and I pulled a Jawbo. I looked on Bricklink. This fig, the cheapest fig, was $45, which shocked me. So I went on eBay and I got the whole set, brand new, sealed for $40.
Yeah.
So I got my fig out, parted the set out. But what I realized when I was parting it out was that the fig was average price was only $12, and because in the world there's a lot of these figs on Bricklink, but in the
just
US,
not in the US.
right? So the average part value can be really skewed based on availability by region.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Which I never had thought of that until I was like, wait a minute, I know this thing wasn't, when I went to part it out, before I deleted, the price was like 11 something. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I know I'm not stupid. I double checked to make sure it was the right fig I needed.
Right.
I mean, I've had it happen where I needed a part for something, and there weren't hardly anybody in the U.S. have it for sale. You find somebody, and the ones that do have it, it's ridiculous price.
Right.
You go in Europe, and they're like pennies. I was like, I'll just go buy several hundred from this. I only need like 5. I'll buy several hundred of them to justify the shipping, and then just sell them at a cheaper price here in the U.S.
Yep.
I've done a lot of importing. I had to pay. UPS sent me a bill for $10 for something I bought from Canada.
Huh?
And I was mad because it was a processing fee.
From UPS?
From UPS. I was so mad.
That's crazy.
And I was like,
why wouldn't they build
I don't know. I was like, why wouldn't it just be a tariff? If it had been the tariff, I wouldn't have thought nothing of it. And the item was only like $8. I'm like, I paid more for this fee than the item. So yeah, taxes stink. And that
Art Vandalay.
Yeah, I'm Vandalay Industries. Sunny Vandalay.
All right, Joey. This another plastic deal?
It is, and I'm gonna make it quick. Okay.
Plastic question for Joey. Is there a plastic-related reason why Lego does not make larger translucent bricks anymore? For example, I love the trans 1x8 bricks, but the only way to get them is really old parts. Ty Novell has an answer. He says, I like the old trans plastic. I forgot the name. Cellulose acetate. Shrinks as it cools, so the bricks do not meet Lego's tolerances. But with the new transparent ABS, Joey will have the actual name for it. It shouldn't shrink anymore. So yeah, Joey, is there a reason why Lego won't make bigger transparent bricks with the new trans ABS plastic?
I honestly, I don't know. He's right about it. So cellulose acetate was there. It was clear. The shrink rate on it is different. But it also was cellulose acetate, so it never held its shape. The shrink rate should be fairly close to it should be fairly close to the ABS, but it just didn't hold its shape. It just couldn't hold its shape. ABS, new clear ABS. I don't know if there's a problem with it for the bigger pieces. They
make panels that are big.
Yeah.
Why can't they make plates?
So up until just recently, they made everything out of polycarbonate, right?
Oh.
And polycarbonate has a shrink rate that is close to ABS, but slightly different. So the molds for trans parts are not the same molds as ABS.
So I got like giant Duplo pieces that are translucent colors.
Yeah.
So those would have been the old
They were probably polycarbonate,
Yeah.
and they probably had a different mold. So if you saw big pieces, also the so if you had like a 6x something panel, like the big ones, like the Lego truck, those big flat panels, if they tried to make those out of trans, those they would probably warp more, and the shrink rate on those would be higher because of their length. Because
on these fantasy sets, I got 6x6 trans clear tiles.
Okay.
On fantasy. So I wonder how those will do over time. You think they would work?
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I wonder what they're made out of.
I don't know.
If they're polycarbonate or if they're clear ABS. Clear ABS is.
It could have lead in them for all I know. They came from China.
Well, so that is something that's got to be. You have to kind of keep that in mind because it's. I don't know if it's happened in like any fantasy sets or any Lego off-branding sets, but in the plastic importing, it has yes.
Don't eat them. Is what you're saying? Don't eat them.
Don't rub on them. There's things in them that are not good, right? There are carcinogenic things and their quality is.
Eventually something will happen one day.
Yeah. Well, it's how much of it do you, how long do you rub it on you? How much do you, it's more about consuming it, but yes.
Literally.
Like a banana. If you eat enough bananas, you'll tick up a radioactive, but you'll never have it. You can't eat enough bananas to make yourself sick. You probably can't eat enough plastic.
I can.
Well,
sick. So that was, I don't know if I said that. That was Kyle Jones or Keel Jones.
Yeah.
So what kind of plastic is Shrinky Dinks made out of?
Shrinky Dinks.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Heather said, "Don't eat Lego."
Thank you. I was going to do
it. J. Curl, Promo Bricks did a review of the TV van, and the WDR got Lego to paint over the TV logo and reprint the WDR logo, as they found a few panels where you could see part of the old logo under the new logo. It was an employee of WDR only gift. Search set number on Promo Bricks and translate to English. Well, there you go.
Huh. So that's one of those that,
sounds fishy to me.
Yeah, the whole
sounds very fishy.
The story, but I mean it was
probably
a very small set of sets.
And this was back in the day too. I mean, they could have ordered 50 sets and
or less.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Lego just opened up the boxes and put a little acetate on there to wipe the printing off and reprinted it. Yeah.
Bluebird Bricks. The Mirth ship is also my favorite from 1974. Unique in so many ways, including the box art. It's not obvious which is the main build. Ty Novell, great minds. Yours and Jabos think alike. Bluebird Bricks, he posts, if you guys aren't following him on Instagram.
Oh my, yeah.
He posts some very interesting vintage sets.
Yep. And I always keep looking at his pictures and I'm thinking, do I need to update BrickTsar with some of those pictures?
Bluebird Bricks, good Bricklink discussion. I've started adding parts from new sets to my unopened store, trusting the inventory and excluding the spare pieces just in case. I'd prefer to match inventory, but I just don't have the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Here's Bluebird Bricks again. The WDR finding was a gem for me. Something that I didn't know existed and will never have due to the price, but now want. As far as I could tell, the difference from a regular set and a WDR is a WDR branded seal. I see a future where art forgers find these types of forgeries more lucrative. Ty Novell says, I don't believe it had an exclusive box though, but the contents were definitely different with that printed brick. And Bluebird Brick says, Ty Novell, that's what I mean. Same box as far as I could tell as 6661, which was the original. The seal or sticker closing the box had the WDR logo. It seems difficult determining what's original and what's reproductions or forgeries.
Yeah.
Well, if it's on Bricklink, that means I mean if it's on BrickTsar or in Bricklink, it's on the internet, so it's got to be true.
It's gotta be true.
Bluebird Bricks again. The best set of 05 is the 4785, the Duplo Black Castle.
Yeah.
The largest modern Duplo set by piece count.
I didn't realize that even by piece count, it's the largest.
Yeah, not stable by any means.
Oh,
but certainly has a commanding presence. I wonder if he has it. He must have
sounds
it.
like he knows from building it. The only person I'd known that built it was
Kim.
Yeah.
Tito Bell, I'm glad someone picked it as their favorite set. Well, more than someone. I'm three. Keel Jones, just to clarify, if you Google Lego's Metaverse Billion, you will see articles about Lego investing $1 billion to partner with the Metaverse back around 2022 or 2023. Well, if you Google top Lego podcast, you will see that we are listed at number 5, above the Bricky News, which is number 7.
And we have never seen or been anywhere close to $1 billion.
No.
Cinchinator, LOL, you guys are giving me faux pas FOMO. Let's see. Billy2796. I messed up the assignment and watched The Breakfast Club. I will keep an eye. I will keep an eye out for Deja Vu. Well, Joey just told you it's on Netflix. Alex Noon. Sheesh. We don't talk about that. Oh wait, that's the Fight Club. Billy2796. There are still F1 minifig series for sale. There's still F1 minifig series for sale. Yeah, they have them at one of the dollar stores by me. They still have them for sale. Ty Novell. Well, I'm going to have to translate this one to English. Wait a minute. He just says, Pasta Jensen, take me too.
Oh. He wrote in German.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe Pasta has a comment or something that he meant to reply to, but left it as a single comment. Ty Novell, a.k.a. Tylenol. My best set of 05 is not from Harry Potter or Alpha Team, which has some killer sets. It's 7018, the Viking ship with the cloth sail. Now that was awesome. I hope Jabo's is the Black Duplo Castle. Yep. That would make my day, especially when there was some Thomas Train sets that year.
Yeah.
That was a tough choice. Yeah.
You nailed that one.
I just need to do the video. I was waiting to get the instructions before I did a video on it. I'll never get them.
Tito Bell, I agree with Jabo. Having a basement full of Lego is relatable, but moving out to a studio full of Lego is not relatable to most people. However, Earl needs to invest in that shed in the backyard instead of paying for a storage unit. I told you the problem is like the temperature and the climate out here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You have high humidity.
Yes, I do. Yesterday, I cut the grass. Had a guy working on my AC unit. So I cut the grass. I came in. I took a shower. And when he got finished, I helped him load something in his truck. I walked outside for like 10 minutes. I walked back inside and my back was soaking wet.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I need to take another shower. Let's see. Ty Novell. Oh, wait. Yeah, Ty Novell again. The color chart question for Joey. I'm sorry, Ty. We don't have a stinger for that one. How do you handle Lego colors that have changed name but not the actual color? Like the recent rename of Blue Violet to Royal Blue, or the Trans Black to the Trans Brown, or was it the other way around? That's a good. So Are your colors in alphabetical order, Joey?
No, I keep my colors in basically the color that Bricklink does. So
Okay.
So in that case, I have like the trans black, trans brown. I have both of them up there because I think Bricklink keeps them that way.
No, there is a trans brown.
Yes. Well, let me look here. Hang
The
on.
trans black is now trans brown.
Yeah, but they
And
kept
trans black is new.
new. Yes. Yes. Exactly. Yes. But I have so I have them on there. But I've just changed the labels on my door to whatever the new Bricklink color is. But there's a lot of colors that Bricklink doesn't necessarily have. You know, I've been doing some of those.
That's
and they
crazy.
end up down there at the bottom until they get up.
Look, trans black. I know for 50 years we've called you trans black, but we're calling you trans brown now because this new kid on the block, he's gonna be trans black.
Yeah.
Why didn't they just come up with another name for trans black? Really confused everybody.
Yeah. Well, it's because Lego made the decision to call this whatever trans black or whatever, and it was
like
already used by Bricklink, and they didn't want to. They don't care what Bricklink did.
Yeah, they don't care.
Nope.
I don't like Lego.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Who's it gonna be? Is this another plastic deal?
It is, and I'm gonna make it quick.
Oh, thank goodness.
Classic question for Joey. Why do you think Lego has not fixed the brittle brown issue? Are there any other colors that you think may get brittle in the future?
Yeah, dark red.
Yeah.
I
think for the blue, like the vintage blue was brittle. But I don't know if is it because it's 50 plus years old?
Yeah, I
mean, I haven't had as much problem. Well, no, I take it back. I did have a blue piece break in my Millennium Falcon, not Millennium Falcon, the X-wing fighter. So maybe they hadn't fixed all of them.
Yeah, I still think the reason that the brittle colors, she don't like my door.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everybody wants it back behind me, and she don't like my door. I'm like, people, it's a standard door, and it is covered. It won't fit behind me. It was all the way down here and all the way there, and it kept falling off, and I had to figure out the colors and put it. No, I screwed it to the wall or to the door. I think they oversaturated the pigments and the fillers and the plastic, and that's why it's that
was like from the peanut gallery.
Yeah.
He's getting heckled on his own podcast.
They oversaturated the pigments, which causes the plastic to did not meet its properties. The ABS was no longer meeting its properties, and as time went on, that got worse. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they said they fixed it, but they're gonna have to change the way they color it, and I don't know.
I believe everything Lego says.
Yeah, they said they fixed it.
Ty Novell, retail question for Earl. Oh boy. Does Lego follow the retail calendar in the US, or do they have their own timeline? Do you know when major retailers in the US would do a refresh of the Lego shelves? I remember it being twice a year, or am I mistaken? Well, I'm in a grocery store. I'm not in a department type store, so we don't have
y'all refresh every week.
We don't have toy aisles, but from what I see by visiting the stores weekly or every other week, they still do them twice a year. They do it once in June, end of June, July, kind of mid-year, and then they kind of do a refresh for Christmas, but then they do another big reset after Christmas, which is like the end of January. But they've changed their clearance methods, where it used to be and everybody does this now. We do it too. You do a reset and you pull everything off the shelves that's not in set or discontinued, and you just mark it down. Now they get a month and a half ahead, and they mark the price down. And like what we do is, if we sell out of it, we pull the tag off the shelf and face over the shelf until a reset comes. What Walmart does is they put the shelf on the tag, and it might be gone the first couple of days, and then that shelf will stay on the tag. That tag will stay on the shelf for a month, 2 months until they actually do a reset. And
Oh wow.
it's
Yeah.
it's crazy, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the major resets are still twice a year.
Do you think I went into Target today, and of course, all these smart brick sets are still fully stocked. They're keeping them stocked. They're bringing them in. When people buy them, they bring them back in restocked.
Joey's up there just
God, man,
shaking.
Legos, yeah, if you can't blame the scalpers on this.
Joey's shaking his head because he's like, "Where's that at? There's still a couple I need to go pick up."
Yeah.
So, do you think Lego will not allow people to put those on sale, like even a 20% off sale? Are they going to stick to their guns on this thing? Like, they're still advertising it to death.
So they are way ahead, right? They don't whatever they're doing next is already done.
Yeah.
So what I think will be how long is it going to take for it to just stop making new sets?
So when are they going to put these 20? When's Target going to say, "Hey, we'll just put these 20% off so we can sell one"?
Well, yeah, because 20% off is just an in-store sale. It's not a clearance event. But the real question is going to be is, so they keep saying the city sets are next,
right? Or the Pokemon or whatever.
If Star Wars bombs, will the city sets ever go to production, or will they just
I'm sure they've already started the production.
I think they will.
At least the design, at the least.
But there is one thing that we could be overlooking here. Disney, the all-important media giant it is, may have an exclusivity here. Lego may have said, "Hey, this is going to be it," and Disney said,
"Everybody's going to love it."
Yeah, we want it exclusively in our Lego sets for a year. I don't know that. I'm just saying it could be. It could have been part of the deal.
Yeah.
And maybe Lego's like, "Hey, we need this bit," because I said I think they should have done city sets first because everybody knows what Star Wars sounds like.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cool concept. It just doesn't work to the way we think it should work.
Well, I think everybody had higher expectations.
Yeah. And I think the thing that really turned all of us off is you've got 6 sets or however many sets, but not even half of them have a smart brick in them.
Mm-hmm.
They're just compatible.
It's not clear, even though they do show which ones have and which ones don't. To average consumer, if you're just looking at them, you don't realize it if you don't read the box.
Right.
It's misleading, and it's kind of. I was thinking like a better marketing plan would be, "Hey, we came up with this idea. It might suck, it might not. Here, try it out, and then just leave it and just see if people buy it."
Yeah.
Because I think they pushed it on people so much, you get tired of seeing it.
Yeah.
Well, that is, they over marketed it a ton. And
so I didn't send it to you. I sent Joey a short that Brick Science did where he made a lifesaver out of smart bricks, and it was really cool and it worked really well and it made excellent sounds. But what he used about 15 or 16.
Oh yeah, a ton of them. Yeah.
Yeah. So
and the thing that I took away from that kind of is he a land member? Because he made it sound like Lego approached him.
Yeah,
they probably did. They probably did.
But
you don't have to be, because what's a Half Sleep Chris is not a land member, but they send him stuff all the time. They send him tons of stuff. They send him more stuff than land members get.
Wow.
So
wow.
It's just like whoever they want to,
So here's the other thing. we get train sets. We're going to get train sets this year that don't have powered up hubs in them, but it looks like at least 2 of them are going to be powered up.
Kind of funny. We're fussing about smart bricks without smart bricks sets, but then we're going to get trains without track.
Yeah, and those hubs
we
are
love
not cheap.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but those hubs are not cheap, and the powered up, they're
what,
$30-$40 or something.
But
if, 15.
Yeah, but if you, for an old person, I still like it better without, because if you just wanted to go with, like you said, 9-volt, if you want to just push it, that's
right.
Fine.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's right, Jason.
Yeah, you know, it's.
I'm sure he's already figured out what it is too.
But you know, to Joey's point, how many curve tracks do you need? How many power up motors do you need? You know.
Right.
Okay. Here we go.
Not another Bricklink episode.
What do you need our expertise?
Sitting out there waiting to give you their money. Are you going to take it?
We can always count on Ty Novell. Bricklink question for the team. Is there a way to convert an Excel part list into a Bricklink wanted list? If there is, can you demonstrate a tutorial on your next episode? Well,
No.
I know there is a way.
Yeah,
but I can't demonstrate it. Because if you buy something from what's that, Rebrickable? If you go to Rebrickable and you buy somebody's mock, you know, you usually pay like $10, and you're paying for downloadable instructions in the parts list, and they will send you a HTML file, and then you copy and paste that. But I don't think it's Excel. I think it's like on a Word document.
It's XML, yeah.
Yeah, and you copy and paste it to your wanted list. So I don't know how to create that list.
I don't know how to use spreadsheets.
Yeah, on Excel, I don't know.
Question.
Because that is just a list that's on like a Word document, basically.
Yeah, an XML document is just a text document.
Yeah.
But you can export it out of Excel. You could create them in, like you did, Jabbo, with what you uploaded. It's all about having the formatting correct.
Yeah, yeah.
That can get kind of tricky with.
You miss a chicken lip somewhere, you miss the whole thing up.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the short answer is yes, you can do it.
We don't know how.
We don't know how. All right, here we go. Moving on.
Is that person asleep in there?
Someone's calling Joseph Olson.
Man, I was done with work.
AT&T question for Jabbo. He mentioned that there were special zoomed maps that he used for work. Were those specific to AT&T?
Yes.
Are the symbols hand marked, printed, or something else? Does he still have any of them as a keepsake?
Oh no, I should have kept them. No, I don't have them. But they were, they were custom made for Bell South, and they had printed different. They had symbols for different AT&T terminals and stuff. But yeah, I guess it would have been cool to hold on to one. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, how many people want to get nostalgic about stuff they do for work? They're probably just ready to throw everything in the dumpster and go, and they retire. Yeah.
I have the match ready to set the dumpster on fire when I leave.
Ty Novell, is Jason still listening? We've got a question for Jason. European tour question for Jason, who is due a guest appearance as the most favoritist producer of this podcast. Jason, are you out there? You got your ears on?
Yep. Easy.
How many Lego stores, excluding the Lego house, did you visit in Europe? And which ones would you recommend going to? I think he did a video on this.
Yeah.
We sit and wait.
Yeah. I think he did a video. There was like I call them secondhand stores. It's basically like a non-Lego store that
you want to have a guess.
He said was really nice.
Yeah, he went to one that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly has. In the country of Europe. Oh my gosh.
Jason must have dropped off.
No, he's there. He said anyone have a
He
guess?
said he guess.
I said one.
All
Told
right.
me to hush.
Well, Ty, he did a video. I'm sure you watch. You'll by the time this comes out, you'll probably have seen it.
Yeah.
Marvel minifig question for Earl: with the upcoming Marvel Avenger movies, do you plan on at the very least, collect the cast of those movies since you know Spider-Man will be in them? Only if they're in the Spider-Man sets. That's what I'm kind of trying to limit myself to because I'm not going for all the more. I'm not going back and getting all the Marvel figs. So I'm just, if the figs come in a Spider-Man set, I'll consider them a Spider-Man character, and I'll get them. Tinoville, question for the team: do you think Lego will produce more classic space minifigs? Would you prefer that they make them available as a complete minifig, like the vending machine set, or that Lego hide the parts in various other sets and themes, usually inexpensive sets? Would you want Lego to produce more classic space minifigs? If yes, which new color would you want? I would say yes, more, yes, complete, yes, hide the parts. I like all of that.
The chase is cool. I like the chase. I hate that they get them in such expensive.
Yeah, I don't like buying in $200 sets, but
for a helmet.
I mean, you know that if they put them in cheaper sets, like $20 sets, like a helmet in this one, torso in this one, an air tank in another one, people probably would complain less, and they probably would sell a ton of those sets.
They probably would. They probably would sell a ton. Yep.
Yeah. So as far as what new color would I want, I don't know.
Bring back. Some people want them to bring back the black spaceman, things like that.
I wonder if the BDP Space Diner, if it's going to have a new color space.
That would be cool if it did.
Oh man, they'd force me to buy another
because
BDP.
you can't really tell what color it is by just looking at it.
But he used like orange and some of the colors that were already available.
Yeah. Let's see. Alex Noons. Wow. Asking you shall receive. I gave you a 20-minute video about the land. My ears were burning. There you go. See, the thing about us is we have all the content ideas.
Yeah.
We might not be able to put the content out there, but you come to us and we'll give you all the ideas you need.
We're not responsible for some of the idiots that commented on this video.
Alex News. Wow. I don't remember that clip of me, but it sounds like something I'd say. Which one is he talking about? Is he talking about this one?
I don't know, Lego nerds.
Or is he talking about this one?
I don't like Lego.
He knows that one.
Or could it be this one?
What the heck, Lego?
Go get them all, Earl.
Alex.
Ty Noel, AT&T 911. Oh wait. Oh no.
Oh no.
Hold on. Almost missed it.
Is that person asleep in there?
Someone's calling Joseph Olson.
I just realized it said wire things like that.
AT&T 911 question for BrickTsar from episode 147. 147.
Oh.
Stupid hypothetical question. You know what I feel about stupid questions? Questions are only stupid if you know the answer before you ask them.
Oh.
But if I have an Atlanta, Georgia number despite not living in the state and I'm overseas in Europe and I call 911, will it work? And will the 911 operator in Atlanta pick up? I think Joey answered this one for you.
Yeah. Nope. That depends on where you are. Unless the exception would be if you had a VoIP phone that you took that used Wi-Fi or internet. And if you took that to Europe and didn't, yes, it would go to whatever region you took it from. And we do get those calls, like somebody will move from one state to another. Like they'll leave Georgia and they move to another state, but they don't update their VoIP. And they'll dial 911 and they'll be in like Indiana. And it's like, wait a minute. The VoIP phones can, but a cell phone, it won't work.
All right. This another plastic deal?
It is, and I'm gonna make it quick.
Interesting what Pasta said. I didn't know that. He said that I bet you they've had so many misdials that they've reconfigured it.
Might be, yeah.
Because I know there's those poor girls from I think they were from the Netherlands that they got lost in the jungle in South America or somewhere, Costa Rica. I can't remember which country it was, and they were dialing 999.
Oh gosh.
And then, yeah, it didn't work. Of course, they didn't have cell service much either.
Yeah. Well, if they had just dialed 411, somebody would have told them, right?
That's what I was going to say. The same thing. Does 411 work over there?
Yeah.
Know before you dig.
Hey, do you know the phone number for 911?
That's for the little rascals.
I'm pretty sure in news radio, when the guy said, I reprogrammed 911 on speed dial, it's star 37.
All right, here we go again. This another plastic deal?
It is, and I'm gonna make it quick.
I got to get it in. You know, that's our production quality. That's what keeps us a top 5.
That's what keeps us at number 5.
Plastic question this is from Ty Novell again. Plastic question from Joey from episode 150 and a half. If Lego gets colored granules from their suppliers, would they use the same names that their suppliers use for those brick colors? Like brick yellow may not be a Lego name, but an industry standard or Pantone name.
I do not know what Lego's doing or what their suppliers are calling it. If it's a custom, well, the reality is if between Lego and their supplier BASF or whoever they're supplying it from, it's a number because they use SAP and only the dumb humans have to have a name that looks like something pretty, like red or blue or whatever.
So do the colors
color? I don't know.
Are the color numbers registered like kind of like UPC code? So
well, like the Pantone colors, those are like specific colors. So it's like I need Pantone yellow, then everybody knows. Oh, Pantone yellow is this, and that is that specific color is how do you formulate it is well known, or I don't want to call it a standard, but it's well known. Everybody goes to a Pantone color. I don't know what, like, my guess is Lego does whatever they want.
That's it.
Yes.
So, you know.
Good answer. Mayo Osco, some people really need to edit their comments and add more thoughts instead of commenting over and over and over again. Cut Earl some slack. Well, I appreciate you looking out for me, Mayo. Into Legos. Not sure when y'all read these comments since y'all are doing episode 150.5 for the lost comments. But I just wanted to tell Earl that I just watched Deja Vu and it was a pretty good movie in all honesty. Whoopity-doo. Well, whoopity-doo to you too, sir. Another member of the Cool Kids Club. We watched Deja Vu. So, guys, if you watched Deja Vu already, that's the end of the comments. But in the comments next week, I got a riddle for it. So, Jabo's got a whole tub of those curved pieces, and some of them have the groove, and some of them are smooth. What did you say? Some of them have groove, and some of them are smooth. Is that right?
Yeah.
So, what's the least amount you have to pull out to get a pair every time?
Every time?
Every time you're going to get a pair if you pull out a certain number.
Oh, okay.
And the answer's not 2. The answer's not 2. Leave the answer in the comments.
Right.
But if you leave the answer in the comments, you had to have watched Deja Vu.
if I'm pulling them from a container that only has outside curves?
No,
they're
You got,
mixed.
you got a mixed container. It's got 300 of one curve and 300 of the other curve, and they look
What's
alike.
the minimum to get a
To get a pair every time.
You mean a one of each?
One of each, and the answer is
Fair.
not two. Don't
This
spoil
is
it.
the blue sock, black sock problem.
Exactly. That's
Yes.
that's what it is. Joey knows where
I know
I'm
the
going.
answer. Yep. So
that's the end of the comments.
the end. It's the end.
We only missed one thing today.
Oh,
Oh, he's like, I'm ready to go.
I got the card. Man, we got to make them wait all the way to the end.
Wait, you showed us the card.
Well, think about it. You remember the card?
No, it's got a picnic piece in it.
All right, this is gonna be tough for me. Are we ready?
yeah.
1x2 brick to well, it doesn't matter. It's good.
To the left.
To the left. Then you're gonna need a 1x3 hanging on one stud of that 1x2, the brick hanging off to the right.
Okay, got it.
Underneath that 1x3 is another 1x2 hanging off by one stud, and it's hanging off to the right.
Okay. Oh, look,
So
I
you
am
got a
building a
gap between
person.
your 1x2s.
Wait, was the first one hanging off by one stud or
Yes, only it's the 1x3 is covering one stud of each of the 1x2s. So you got a gap between them.
I gotcha.
Okay. On the 1x2 that's on the right, put a 1x2 Technic brick hanging off one stud.
Man, this is a long one.
Yeah, well, this is a number 6.
Oh,
so
I made a dinosaur.
All right. On the left side of the 1x3 brick, you need the small 1x2 slope with the slope hanging off to the left side. So it's only by one stud also on the 1x3.
Okay.
All right. And then the other two studs of the 1x3 have the tall slope with the slope facing the right.
Man, you have really confused
6
me now.
pieces. I made an animal.
I don't think mine's right. You've really confused me with that last two.
Okay. Well,
First you said hanging over one, and then you said the other one was on top of one.
no, okay. So the small slope is on top of the 1x3.
Yeah.
It's facing
On top of the 1x3. You didn't say that.
I'm sorry.
Okay. And then the big slope.
Is right beside the small slope, but facing the right.
Okay. Maybe I'm right.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yep. Yeah.
I think everybody got it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I had it like this because that's how I had it.
Ah,
That's the question. Because when you got to the next step, I'm like, wait, that don't line up with what you just said on the step before. So do you get when you're playing by the official rules, do you get to ask questions?
No, you don't get to ask questions and you're under a timer.
Yeah, and it's like a minute or something. It goes back.
Yeah, it's like a minute. Yeah, you're under, and that's the thing because you're working in pairs against pairs. So, like I always call it right, whereas the person that puts it together may not be as good as the caller. So it the game could be way more complex when you're playing in person.
Yeah.
So I still love the game.
Or the right way.
Or the right way, yeah. Yep. All right, 2 hours and 24 minutes. Wow.
Wow. Let's stall.
we might have some disappointed people.
Yeah, we don't make it 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Well, let's end this thing then.
All right.
So if you enjoyed this episode, we really appreciate you watching. If you didn't enjoy it, take a couple of steps back.
Building your way with Lego today takes every brick you got. Needing a brick from your inventory sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you need to watch the AFoOL podcast every day. Earl is always glad you came. Javo and Joey feel the same. Brick Like Us is a really fun game. You want to go where everybody knows your name.